Hi everyone, my name is Ellie and I'm a mystical life coach at Masters of Self University, and I'm here to talk a little bit about how MSU has changed the course of my entire life. I'm 35 years old, but I have been depressed since I can remember. It's not funny, but it's kind of funny. You gotta laugh at it, you know what I'm saying? But I really understand now that as a child I was very emotional, I was very sensitive, and because we don't live in an enlightened world and we're not raised by enlightened parents, I learned very quickly that nobody and nothing was emotionally safe for me to express and share who I really was. And so I learned how to suppress, and I learned how to repress. I didn't even know I was repressing, but I was repressing, and how to just constantly run away from my pain because my emotions and my sensitivities were not going to have me survive this world. And so all of my life, I've just been afraid to feel everything that's within me. And fast forward to 16 years old, I was having debilitating panic attacks, and that was the first time that I was ever put on an antidepressant. And I've been on antidepressants for 19 years, and the only reason I have come off of them is because of the work that I've learned and I do every single day of my life. That has been graciously and so much gratitude that I've been taught by Rachel Fiore. And I'll tell you something. In 2019, I was at my millionth rock bottom, and I knew something had to change. And I finally heard the calling to go do the inner work. And when I started the inner work, I realized I had extremely low self-esteem. I did not know what self-love was. And I had been cycling over and over in the same patterns and behaviors for a very long time. And when you begin the inner work, right, it inevitably became for me a very spiritual journey. I didn't plan on it, it just happened. And I learned really quickly to do all the things that the spiritual world was telling me to do to heal. So I was meditating twice a day, taking cold showers. I bought every crystal that I could. I was doing breath work. I was doing yoga. I was going to women's retreats. I was journaling. I was doing everything that I could. But why was it that I was still angry? Why was it that I was still depressed? Why was it that I was still drowning in all of my sadness? Why was I still showing up codependent and needy and all of these things? And I knew that I wasn't actually at the place where I was introduced to permanent healing. And so I started talking to the universe, and I just put it out there. I was like, I'm not attached to anything or anyone. Just please guide me to who is best and what is best for my most powerful timeline and what I'm here to do as a soul in this incarnation. And one day I was losing my mind, and I went into my car into nature with my dog, and in the podcast search bar, I literally pressed like mind crazy or something like that, and this podcast episode popped up about mental programming, and I clicked on it, and as soon as I heard Rachel Fiore speak, I could feel my soul vibrating. Something about the words that she was saying was so grounded and practical and logical and so deep. I knew that this was the next chapter of my life. And when I started the Mystical Life Coach certification program, I thought I would learn a few things. Little did I know it was the next chapter. It was the beginning. And the tools that we learn at Master Self University, now I teach others, is so practical and tangible, and it is so simple. But what this work requires is willingness and devotion and responsibility over oneself to show up for yourself constantly and every day. We're so conditioned to believe that we're last, and our career and money and success and our social life is all first, when in reality, none of that is actually real and none of that actually matters. And the only thing that matters is you, and putting yourself first and honoring your pain. I learned through this work what it meant to honor my pain, because all I was doing for so long was bypassing my pain because I didn't want to face it, because I didn't want to feel it. And this work that we teach is how do we open our heart and how do we embrace our pain. And I learned the power of energetics, and through transforming a low frequency of unworthiness with unconditional love, what can happen can energy, because energies can never die. And so I've been doing this work now consistently for a year, and man, the way that I have grown, the way that I'm still growing, the way that I constantly learn, the way that I'm humbled, and what this work teaches me every single day is the remembrance of the power within, the remembrance of the divine within, and the remembrance that through the heart, everything and anything can be transformed. And so that's just a little bit about me and my story. And if you are interested in joining Master Self University, I encourage you to run. There's monthly memberships that we have every other Tuesday. You can do one-on-one coaching. You can join group classes, whatever it may be. Come to MSU if you are looking for permanent healing, and we will show you the way back into yourself and activating the power within. Thank you so much, everyone, and I love you, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.